All right, hi everyone. Good morning or good afternoon or good night, wherever you are in the world. I'm so glad that you're all here. My name is Orissa. Let me know where you are coming from, where you are watching this from, where you're going to be practicing from in the world. I would love to know and to hear from you. And feel free to share this video or tag a friend. If you have a friend who might want to do yoga with you, then share it around, spread the love. We're going to be moving through a nice vinyasa flow today, and it's going to be great. So let's get started, shall we? So we'll start in a seated position today. So if you can, sitting up on a pillow or something, just to make yourself a bit more comfortable. So sit up tall, either cross-legged or you can sit on your heels. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. And let's do that again. So deep breath in. And exhale, let it go out of your mouth. Yes, one more time. Exhale, let it go. Good. And now just, you can keep breathing like that, or just close your eyes and allow your breath to be natural. And just notice, start to become aware of how your body's feeling, of how it feels like in your belly and your ribs as you inhale and as you exhale, noticing that expansion that happens on the inhalation and kind of that quiet stillness that naturally happens on the exhalation. So starting to get in tune with your breath and starting to get present, letting whatever is happening off of the mat, just letting that go. Taking this time for yourself. This is your practice. So if at any time during the practice you need to take a break, take child's pose, or modify in any way, then please do, because this is your practice. Inhale, circle your arms out to the sides and up all the way to the sky. Exhale, draw your palms together through heart center and then back to your side. So keep circling your arms, really open the shoulders, open the chest. Exhale, palms through heart center, really press them together and draw that energy towards your heart. Beautiful, keep going just like this, getting a really as much range of motion in the shoulders as you can right now, but we're just warming up. And then see if you can start to incorporate an ujjayi breath as you continue to do this, that ocean sounding breath. So you're slightly restricting the back of your throat, making an audible breath, generating more heat internally, and the sound of your breath will help to keep you present throughout your whole practice and bring more prana and energy into the body as you flow. So in and out through the nose. If that's still confusing for you, just breathing with intention of energizing with each inhalation and letting go of toxins and tension and worries with each exhalation. So breathing in the good and breathing out the unnecessary. One more time, really big breath in. Exhale, palms to your heart, pause here. Just press the palms together, sit up nice and tall, and now I want you to set an intention for your practice today. What is something that you need in your life? Why did you choose to show up, and how can you start to cultivate some positive energy or some positive emotions in your life and in your body? Start to cultivate that now on your mat. That's the practice, and then we take that off the mat, and then that's the real practice. So take a moment here and think about an intention. And then take a deep breath in and breathe that intention into all the cells of your body. And then as you exhale, breathe it out and let it go, non-attachment. And then we'll keep coming back to the intention throughout our class today and just continue to move with your breath and do what feels good for you. So let's come forward onto hands and knees. You can move your pillow out of the way. Come onto your hands and knees. Spread your fingers really nice and wide. So your knees are tucked, your knees are underneath your hips and your wrists are right under your shoulders. Fingers spread wide, so lots of space between your fingers. Press into the fingertips, and then we'll do cat-cow. So as you inhale, the belly drops, your tailbone kind of sticks up towards the sky, and you lift your gaze. And then as you exhale, pressing the hands down, round your spine, and pull the belly in. That naturally happens on the exhalation. Engage your core. And then following the rhythm of your breath, moving between these two, inhaling, opening the heart, exhaling, kind of spreading the shoulder blades and engaging your core. Beautiful. Come back to a neutral spine. Extend your right leg straight back, so your heel is in line with your hips. Pull the low belly in, so don't cave out through your low back. So keep your core strong, protecting the low back. You can just do your leg, or you can reach your left arm forward. And now lengthen, the gaze is down, and you're lengthening the crown of your head forward, away from your right heel. Your right heel is pressing towards the back of the room. Reaching forward with your left fingertips. Take another breath. Inhale. Maybe just lift your arm and leg a little bit. As you exhale, curl your knee and elbow into your chest and round your spine. Really engage your core on that exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Keep going. Warming up the core. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, curl. Inhale, extend and pause, and now you can stay here or bend your back leg and then reach, find your balance, reach back, your thumb points down, hold the top of your foot or your ankle, and then you can start to kick your foot up and back, use the power of your leg, open your chest, find your balance here, breathing deeply. Keep pressing into your right fingertips. And then with control, release your arm and leg. Reach them forward and back, and then you can come all the way down onto the floor. Amazing. One round of regular cat-cow. So inhale, open the chest. Exhale, round the back. Pull the navel towards your spine. And then come to a neutral spine. Keep the core engaged. Extend the left leg straight back so your heel's in line with your hips. Now you can stay here, just do the leg curling, or reach your right arm forward. So now really reach. Think about extending through all of your endpoints, the crown of your head, your right fingertips, and your left heel, all reaching away from each other. The left fingertips are pressing into the floor. Your arm is straight and strong. Inhale here. Exhale, curl everything in, round your spine. And then inhale, extend. Good. Exhale. Inhale, reach, getting long. Exhale, curl. So beautiful. One more time. And then extend, pause here. Now you can stay here or bend the back leg. Reach back, some pointing down, grabbing the inside of your foot, maybe your ankle, and then you can start to lift your foot up, kicking it back, opening your shoulder, opening your chest, finding your balance and breathing deeply. Keep those left toes a little bit active. Maybe you can lift your foot up a little bit higher, one more breath, and then release everything, extend it straight, and then bring it back down to the floor. Good. Now really ground down into your right fingertips, and make sure your right knee is in line with your wrist, so they're in the same line, and then roll open to the left, reach your left arm to the sky, and extend your left leg straight down the mat. So your left foot, your right knee, and your right arm are all in line with each other. Now press your hips forward. And maybe even roll your chest open towards the sky. Spread your left fingertips wide. Enjoy this opening for the inner hip on your right leg. Keep pressing your left foot down into the mat. And now stay here, or you can start to lift up your left leg. So So flexing that foot, so the toes coming towards your shin, lift that leg up. Maybe you can get it in line with your hip. Your gaze can be wherever suits you best. Maybe lift that leg a little higher, straighten it out as much as you can, and now stay here, or you can bend your left leg, and now reach with your left hand towards your ankle, and then you can really open your chest and press that foot back behind you, pressing your hips forward, finding your balance. Just opening the shoulder a little bit more, take another breath, and then extend everything long, and bring it back down to the mat. Bring your left hand down, and we'll go straight to the other side. So make sure your left hand and your left knee are in the same line, and roll open, reach your right arm up to the sky, extend your right leg long down the mat, your foot is flat. And just breathe here, start here. This is option one, pressing the hips forward and rolling your chest open and breathing deeply. Whatever is touching the mat, press it down and lift up with everything else. So your left fingertips on the left shin and knees pressing down. Your hips are opening, rolling the right side of your pelvis, rolling that open towards the sky. And now stay here, or you can start to lift up your right leg. Flex your toes, engage your whole leg. Find your balance. Keep rolling your chest open and pressing the hips forward. Engage your core, that'll help you balance for sure. Take another breath, and you can stay here now, or if you want to try, you can bend that top leg and reach for your ankle, and then press the foot back to the wall behind you, pressing your hips forward, and enjoy this stretch and this somewhat awkward balance where you're getting all those little muscles that you never use. So breathe. Just enjoying where you are. One more breath. Release your hand and foot. Reach them long, and then bring everything down to the mat. Come back onto your hands and knees, and then tuck your toes and lift up for downward facing dog. So take a few breaths here. Pedal out your feet, bending one knee, pressing the opposite heel towards the earth. Press into your fingertips. The chest is just beginning to really press through the arms towards your feet, opening up the shoulders and the chest. The knees can be really bent, the heels can be lifted. We're just warming up. Inhale, lift your heels way up, gaze forward, and walk your feet between your hands. So inhale, come to a halfway lift, fingertips to your shins, lengthen your spine forward, and then exhale, fold. Let's do that twice more. So inhale, you're getting your spine really long. Think about, so keep breathing here, halfway up. Your belly is pulled in really strong. The crown of your head, the top of your head is lengthening away from your tailbone. So the gaze is down. And the back of your neck is getting long. And your feet are pressing into the earth. The backs of your legs are switched on. Breathing nice and deep. Inhale, get more length in your spine, reaching it forward. As you exhale, soften your knees and take that length in your spine into your forward fold. Take an extra breath in your fold. And then really rooting down with your feet. Inhale halfway, bring your hands to your hips, and exhale, rise up, squeezing your glutes and your hamstrings and pulling your belly in. Inhale, sweep your hands up to the sky, arch back, and then exhale, fold straight back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands, step into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels, strong quads. Exhale, starting from your pelvis, roll into plank, shoulders over your wrists. Let's pause here. So your hips, you want your hips to be about in line with your shoulders. Tuck the tailbone down, so moving it towards your heels. Your quads are engaged, lifting your kneecaps. Press into your fingertips more. So like really claw the mat with your fingertips. That'll help to kind of almost just less pressure right on the wrists. Press your arms, try and press them through the mat so your arms are straight. Your upper back is rounding slightly. Pull your belly button towards your spine. The gaze can be down or just slightly forward or through your eyebrows even. Yes, good. Keep breathing. And then shift your shoulders forward, so come right up onto your tippy toes, and bend your elbows, slowly lowering all the way to the floor for a count of 3, 2, 1. Touch down, untuck your toes. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, curl down twice more. So hands under your shoulders, really pressing your pelvis and the tops of your feet down. Inhale, and using the muscles in your spine more than your hands pressing. One more time, curling up. Curl back down, tuck your toes, press into your hands. Either press up into table, or you can press straight up into plank, and then downward dog. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Lift the heels up, and then soften your knees. Exhale, step, or you can jump your feet forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Bring the toes together to touch the big toes. Bend your knees a lot, bringing your chest to your thighs so your knees are really bent. Maybe you can have your fingertips or your hands on the floor. Sit your butt way down. Squeeze your legs towards each other. Really engage your glutes, and then just rise up with the upper body. So your shoulders are relaxed. You're not using momentum. It's all legs and core here. Bring more weight into your heels. Squeeze the legs towards each other. And sink a little bit deeper. Inhale, stand all the way up, arch back. And then exhale, fold. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway. Fingertips come down. Step your right foot to the back of your mat. Bring the back knee down. Press into your left heel and rise up. The back toes can be untucked. Interlace your hands above the head, except your index finger. And then begin to sink your hips forward and down and lean back with your chest. The gaze is up. Your feet are pressing. That left foot is really pressing into the earth. You're not just collapsing into your hips. Your legs are strong. Each exhale, you'll sink a little bit deeper. Maybe arch back a little more with your upper body. Opening your heart, breathing deeply. Inhale, arch back more. Exhale, bring your hands down. So good. Tuck the back toe, lift your knee up, and then we'll come into a twist. So reach your left arm up to the sky. Open up a little bit more, and then bring your left hand down, step back into plank and lower down all the way, or this time lower halfway through chaturanga. So elbows at 90 degrees. Flip over the toes, open your heart, upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg up towards the sky. Bend your knee, open up your hips towards the left. Enjoy this opening for your hips. Maybe gaze under the right armpit and look towards your toes. And then straighten your left leg. Inhale, reach it up so both legs as straight as possible. As you exhale, curl your knee right up into your chest, and then step it next to the left thumb. Come up onto your fingertips. Press your feet firmly into the mat and rise for crescent lunge. So sinking the hips down, your hands can be on your thigh or reaching up, but relax your shoulders away from your ears and smile. Relax the muscles in your forehead and maybe lean back a little bit more. Inhale, arch back. As you exhale, chest comes right to hover above your thigh and sweep your arms back. Fingers spread really wide. Inhale, press into your left heel and rise up. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, chest to thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands down to the earth and step your right foot forward. So both feet at the front of your mat. Good. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold, get length. Bring the feet closer together, bend your knees a lot. Again, chest to thighs. Chair pose, sweep your arms up. Sit the butt down. Take another breath here, and then inhale, stand all the way up. Arch back, exhale, fold. So good. Inhale, halfway. Step your left foot back this time and bring your knee down to the floor. Untuck your toe. Really press into your right foot, so get that leg strong and rise up for low lunge. So you can have your hands on your knee or reach them up to the sky. And interlace your fingers except the index finger. So a little yogi gun, shooting positivity up towards the sky and beyond. Sink your hips down and start to lean back with your chest. Really breathing deeply here. Everything that is touching the mat, so your back shin and your front foot, they're pressing down, getting a bit lighter in your hips, and lean back and enjoy this deep stretch for your hips. Inhale, lean back more, open the heart. Exhale, hands to the earth. Tuck your back toe, lift that knee up. Coming into a twist so the left hand stays where it is. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Keep rolling, twisting from your belly button. Your whole rib cage is twisting open towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, both hands come down, step into plank. Lower down halfway if you can. Your knees can come onto the earth. Open the heart as you inhale, upward facing dog, and then everybody down dog. Pausing, taking a few breaths here, getting lots of length from your wrists to your shoulders, and then shoulders to your hips. Sit bones lifting up towards the sky. Knees are working towards straight, heels pressing towards the earth. It's okay if they're not there, that's just the direction they're moving. Inhale, reach your right leg up, bend your knee, open up your hips towards the right. So maybe you can gaze under your left armpit and say hello to your toes. And now extend your legs straight, spin the hips back down. Inhale, just extend that heel a little higher. As you exhale, bring it forward, your knee forward, and step it next to the right thumb. Come up onto your fingertips. Sink the hips down. Press into your right heel really, really firmly, and then rise up. Crescent lunge. Maybe you can interlace your hands again, or you can bring them to your front thigh. Opening up the chest, getting a really good stretch for that hip flexor. If you've been doing a lot of sitting or Netflix binging, open up the whole front of your body. So good. Inhale. Release your hands as you exhale, chest to thigh, and sweep your arms back with power and control. And then really press into your right heel and rise back up. Inhale. Exhale, chest to thigh. Inhale. So good. Following your breath. If it's a little faster or slower than me, no worries. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to the floor, just fingertips, and step all the way to the front of your mat. Both feet maybe hip width apart. Inhale halfway, and exhale, fold. Take an extra breath here. Bring your feet a little bit closer. Chair pose, so bend your knees and come all the way up. Sit the butt down. Squeeze your legs towards each other. And then bring your palms together at your heart center. Lean the chest forward. We'll come into a twist. So begin from your belly button using your strong core to twist you. Twist your chest towards the right. And then if you can, hook your elbow, your left elbow onto the outside of your right knee. The palms are pressing towards each other and helping you to twist your spine. You can gaze up towards the ceiling on the right side. Tuck your left knee a little bit back so your knees stay even and squared off. Take another breath. Inhale, regular chair pose. Good. And then hands to your heart again. Lean forward and now twist towards the left. So hooking your right elbow on the outside of your knee, pressing your palms together, pressing your elbow into your knee and twisting deeper. Keep squeezing your legs towards each other and breathing that powerful breath, breathing energy into your body. Beautiful regular chair pose. Sit down lower and then stand all the way up, arch back. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Soften your knees, get length in your spine, reach your arms out to the sides, and then interlace them behind the back. Press your palms together, maybe just bend your elbows a little. Soften your knees and fold all the way forward. So you can widen your feet to hip width apart and have really soft knees, and just bring those hands overhead. Enjoy this really nice stretch for your shoulders. And come back now, just taking this little moment of pause now that we're getting warmed up. Taking this moment of pause to revisit your intention. And also just refinding that rhythm of your own breath. Keep pressing those hands overhead. Maybe squeeze the elbows towards each other a little bit more. Maybe your legs can extend towards straight or just straighter. Beautiful. Release your hands down. And then bend your knees a lot. Press your hands into the earth and step into downward facing dog. Inhale. Reach your right leg up towards the sky. Curl, and then as you exhale, curl your knee towards your nose, shoulders over your wrists. Press into your fingertips and use your core, your abdominal strength. Inhale, reach your leg up. Exhale, curl your knee right up into your chest, maybe knee to nose. Inhale, reach it up. So good. Exhale. So one more time, extend all the way up, three-legged dog. Exhale, this time step your foot next to your right thumb. Come up onto your fingertips, spin the back heel down this time. So heel to heel alignment, really press into your feet, leading with your left hand. Rise up, warrior two. So take a moment here just to find your alignment, heel to heel or heel to arch, depending on your body. You want your shoulders to be over your hips. You don't want your shoulders coming way forward. So just maybe gaze down and make sure your shoulders are more stacked over the hips. Arms extended, gazing beyond the right fingertips. Maybe just gaze down towards your right toe for a second, your big toe. You want to be able to see your big toe. So your right knee is pressing kind of to the wall behind you. And your hips are pressing forward, getting a really good opening for the inner hips, the inner groins. And now relax your shoulders down away from your ears. And your feet are engaged and pressing into the earth. And you're bending up to 90 degrees if you can in that front leg. Breathe power and strength into your body. And exhale out all tension and worries. You are a warrior. Take another breath, maybe sink deeper. Flip the front palm as you inhale, reverse your warrior. Slide the left fingertips down that back leg just lightly and reach up and over with your right hand. Now keep bending deep into your front knee. We want to keep that lunge. And you're breathing here. Inhale. Exhale, come through warrior two into side angle. So your right elbow comes onto your knee. Reach your left arm, swing it forward, turn your chest down towards the earth, and then reach your left hand forward, and then roll your whole chest open. See if you can gaze kind of past your left bicep towards the ceiling. Roll your left hip open more, and don't just collapse into your right arm. You want to keep space, especially in the right side of your body. So using the power of your legs and your core to not just collapse in the pose. Really reach long with your left fingertips. Beautiful. On a big inhale, press into your feet. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Exhale, side angle. So flowing with your breath. Arm alongside your ear. Inhale, side angle. Yes. Exhale. Or inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle. One more time, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Yes. Inhale, warrior two. And then straighten your front leg. What a relief. Bring your hands to your hips. Shorten your stance. So walk your back foot a little bit closer. Your pelvis is still facing the side. Left hand to left hip. Triangle pose. So we'll start by reaching your right arm forward as much as you can. And then side tilt the pelvis and bring your hand just below the knee. Maybe onto the ankle. If you have a block, you could use a block. Maybe your hand can reach the floor. But don't worry so much about getting your hand to the floor, as you want your pelvis to be facing the side wall. So the right hip, the right side, is coming underneath and the left hip is on top. You can even use your left hand on your hips to roll the left side of your pelvis open, trying to get it to face the ceiling. It's not going to happen, but that's the direction you're moving. Breathe here. Maybe you'd like to extend the left arm up. If you want, you can hover your bottom hand and really work your obliques. Press your feet into the mat. Deep, powerful breaths. A few more here. enjoying where you are. This is the present moment, enjoy it. And then rising up with your torso, beautiful. Let's just reverse that. So reach your right arm up, your legs are straight, and slide the left fingertips down your back leg. Just a little counter pose. And we'll come into half moon. So balancing on the right leg, you can shorten your stance a lot, walk closer with your back leg. If you have a block or something, you could use it for your fingertips. Otherwise, you're just gonna bend your standing leg, bring your fingertips, right fingertips onto the floor, left hand to left hip, and then start to straighten, lift your left foot up and roll your hips open towards the left side of your mat. See if you can straighten out your left leg and straighten out your right leg, both legs working as straight as you can. And you want to get you're working towards getting your left heel in line with your left hip. It's okay if it's not there, that's just the direction we're moving. If you have a block, you could put your fingertips on a block. You could also try hovering your hand above the mat. And then with your hips rolling open towards the side, reach your left arm up to the sky. Maybe try lifting up your right fingertips and just see how that feels when you're just balancing on your right leg. So strong. Now really extend through all of your end points, both of your hands, both of your feet, the crown of your head, just shooting out rays of positive energy and lots of strength and length. Keep breathing. And start to rebend into your standing leg. We're coming back to warrior two. Yes, you can do this. Warrior two. It's okay if you fumble along the way. Reverse your warrior, and then both hands down to the earth. Spin the back heel up, step into plank, and lower all the way to the earth. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, curl back down. Pause here. So we're gonna try something. So bend your right foot. Flex your foot and then lift your knee up. Inhale for cobra. So the chest is lifted, that right knee is bent. Now press into your hands, roll open towards the right and land your right foot behind you, maybe just the toes. So we're moving into wild thing. So you're on the outer edge of your left foot, your left leg is straight, and now press your hips up towards the sky and reach your right arm overhead. Your left fingertips are pressing. So you're on the outer edge of your left foot and then just your right toes or maybe the heel. And now really press your hips up towards the ceiling. Open your heart. Enjoy this really beautiful heart opening back bend. One more breath. And then make your way into plank pose as gracefully as you can. Both feet down. This time shift forward, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. If you need to take child's pose, now is a perfect time to take a little break. Otherwise, down dog is your resting place. So we'll take a few more breaths here. Again, coming back to your intention, why you are practicing today. Take 3 more breaths. Definitely take child's pose if you want a quick break. Okay. And if you're in child's pose, join us in down dog and reach your left leg up towards the sky. 3-legged dog. So inhale, lift that heel. As you exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over your wrists, press into your fingertips, use your core. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, curl. Beautiful. Keep going one more time. Curl in. Inhale, 3-legged dog. This time, as you come forward, step your left foot next to your left thumb. Come up onto your fingertips and spin your back heel down. So heel to heel or heel to arch, up to you. Press into your feet, leading with your right arm, cartwheel the arms up for warrior two. So the gaze is beyond your left fingertips, gazing forward. And then maybe just check out your alignment. So the shoulders have a tendency to come forward, but you want to bring them back. That intensifies the stretch on the inner thigh of the right leg. So do that. Relax your shoulders down. Press the left knee a little bit wider and gaze down to make sure you can see your big toe. Maybe sink a little deeper. Press into the outer edge of your back foot so that leg is really strong as well. And now gaze beyond your fingertips into the horizon and breathe in that warrior energy. Beautiful. Take another breath. Flip the front palm. We'll reverse the warrior. So slide the right fingertips just lightly down your back leg. Reach the left arm up and back. And make sure you keep a really deep bend in your front knee. Keep breathing here. In and out. Get that breath in. Breathe in energy. Breathe in prana. Exhale. Let go of all tension and anything else that you don't need. Let it go. Exhale out of an open mouth. Inhale. Really stretch. Exhale through warrior two, side angle. So your left elbow comes onto your knee with your right arm straight. Bring it down, kind of touching the earth with your fingertips, and then reach it forward, and then roll your chest open and your arm comes alongside your ear. Roll your hips and your chest open towards the sky if you can, if not, just towards the right side of your mat. Don't collapse too much into your left arm. Keep your feet really pressing firmly into the mat. Extend, getting a beautiful long line from your right fingertips along the whole side of your body to the outer edge of your foot. Keep breathing. Beautiful. We'll go back and forth between reverse and side angle. So really press into your feet. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Keep that bend in your left knee. Exhale, side angle. Moving with control. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Yeah, one more time. Exhale, side angle. Warrior two this time. Sink deeper into your warrior two. Take a really, really deep breath. Exhale out of your mouth. And then straighten both of your legs. Woo! Good job. So shorten your stance just a little bit, just a little. Right hand to right hip. Reach your left hand forward and start to kind of tuck the left hip underneath the right. You can have a micro bend in your knees. And then keep reaching and then side tilt the pelvis, bring your hand down just below your knee onto the floor, wherever you did on the other side. If you used a block, use a block. With your right hand, roll, kind of roll your hips open. And you can keep your right hand where it is on your hip, helping to give yourself that little adjust, or you can reach it up to the sky, either way. Your feet are pressing powerfully into the earth. If you'd like, you could try hovering your bottom hand, or not, totally up to you. But keep breathing your intention and staying present with what is. Being aware of what's going on in your body and your mind, and accepting and loving yourself no matter what. Take another breath. And then with strong legs, rise all the way up, reverse your triangle. So slide the right fingertips down your leg, reach your left arm up and back, enjoy. A nice little counter pose, and we'll come into half moon. So shorten your stance a lot, bend your standing leg, left fingertips onto the earth in front of the toes or on a block. Start to lift your right leg straight up and roll your hips open towards the right. So trying to stack the right side of your pelvis on top of the left. Flex your toes towards your shin on that leg that's in the air. Your whole chest, everything is turning open towards the right side. Your hand can stay on your hip or reach it up to the sky. And now start to extend through all of your endpoints. So making both legs as straight as you can. Your arms are straight, your fingers are spread wide. The crown of your head is getting long. Maybe you want to try hovering your bottom hand, even just a centimeter off of the mat, just for 1 second. Just try it and see what happens. See how that feels. And keep breathing. You are so strong. Yes, I know. Stay for one more breath, and then start to bend into your standing leg, coming back to warrior two. adjusting your stance. Warrior two, beautiful. Inhale, reverse, exhale, both hands down to the earth. Spin the back heel up, step into plank. Beautiful, lower all the way to the earth. Now, inhale for cobra, stay lifted, keep breathing. Bend your left foot, flex your toes. Lift your left knee off of the mat. Now press into your hands, roll yourself open to the left so the left toes come behind you. And then with your right leg strong on the outer edge of your foot, lift your hips up to the sky, your left arm comes overhead. Beautiful opening for the chest, for the quads, for the abdomen, for everything on the front of your body. Breathe here and enjoy. If you need to take a different variation or modification, then no worries at all. Maybe open a little more, really arch back. And then slowly making your way towards regular plank. And shift forward, lower halfway, chaturanga if you can. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Amazing. Take a couple breaths. Again, if you need to take a child's pose, take a child's pose. And then join us in down dog. So bring your feet closer together at the back of your mat. Maybe big toes touch. Lift your heels way up and engage your quads. So lift your kneecaps up and then roll forward into plank. So press into your fingertips. Squeeze your legs towards each other. The back of your neck is long, so your gaze is down. If your legs are trembling a little bit, that's okay, because mine definitely are. Press into your hands more, and we'll take side plank. So roll to the right, to the outer edge of your right foot. Reach your left arm up to the sky. You can stack your feet, or you could bring the left foot in front. You could also bring the bottom knee down if you need to modify. That's all good. And if there's another variation of side plank you'd like to take, then go for it now. So you could lift, you could just do like a starfish, reach your left leg up, or you could grab onto your toe and reach it up, or whatever you would like. So take a few more breaths wherever you are. You're lifting your hips a little bit higher, pulling the belly in, engaging your obliques, and really pressing into your fingertips on the right hand. And you're smiling, most importantly, wherever you are, and breathing. One more breath. Come back to plank pose. Either hold plank or move through a vinyasa if you're up for it. Maybe some of you are. And then feet together, so engage your quads a lot, and then roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Powerful breathing here. Lift the hips a little more. Squeeze your legs towards each other. So same option that you did on the other side. Go for it on this side as well. So you can stack your feet or have one foot in front. Bring the bottom knee down. Lift the top leg up. Grab onto your toe. Do whatever you would like. But wherever you are, again, you're smiling, you're breathing, you're having a great old time. Inside plank. Breathing through this challenge, maybe this discomfort. You can do this. Take one more breath. And then both hands down, regular plank. Everybody, let's move through vinyasa. Skip it if you want. Shift forward, lower down halfway. Open your heart. Big breath in. And downward facing dog. Inhale deeply. Exhale out of your mouth. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. One more time. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale, let it go completely. Good. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, curl knee to nose. We're just doing that once. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, now step your foot between your hands. Bring the back knee down, untuck your toes. We'll come into a low lunge just for a breath. So press your heel down and reach your hands up to the sky. This time, interlace them behind. It's gonna be more than one breath. Who am I kidding? Interlace your hands behind the back and now press them straight down. Really open your chest and now sink your hips down. Maybe gaze up. The hips are continually sinking down. Your right foot is pressing into the earth and you're opening your chest and shoulders. Beautiful. Release your hands, reach them up to the sky, and then bring them down to the earth. Straighten out your front leg now. Bring the toes up. Walk your hands all the way back so you're standing up on your back knee. Reach your hands to the sky, get really long. Flex your right toes towards your shin. As you exhale, reach your hands behind you and lean forward with a long spine, reaching your chest towards your toes. So you're breathing here. Maybe you can bring your fingertips down and come all the way folding into that right leg. Maybe not and you're staying upright. You just want to get a good stretch for the whole back of your right leg. We did a lot of work for the legs, so enjoy this stretch. Keep getting length. Reach your heart towards your toes for one more breath. And then you can bring your hands down and rebend into your front knee. And then we'll come into pigeon pose. Yes. So I'm just going to flip. So walk your foot across the mat and bring your shin down. The right knee's behind your right wrist. And then your hips can be off of the mat. If you want more depth, you'll slide the left knee back towards the back of the mat. If you need, prop something under that right hip, a pillow or a block or something, even a sweater. Lengthen your spine up and then come forward. Keep your right toes active, just gently flexing towards the shin. And now sink in, enjoy this really, really good, beautiful stretch after all of that hard work for the legs. See how quickly you can slow the breath down, calm the breath down. And come back fully into the present moment. If the mind begins to wander, it's all good. Just gently, lovingly bring it back to your breath and to what's going on in your body, in your moment, right here and now. Exhale out of an open mouth, really letting go of any stress, tension, whatever your hips may be holding on to. Let it go. Maybe do that 2 more times. Beautiful. And then slowly walk up onto your hands. Take your time coming out of this. You can tuck the back toes, lifting your hips, and then make your way to down dog. If you'd like to move through a vinyasa or tabletop or whatever you'd like along the way to help you release that, please just take a couple breaths to release that. Maybe a 3-legged dog with that right leg up or anything at all. And then from down dog, reach your left leg up. Exhale, curl knee to nose. Last time, I promise. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step your foot next to the left thumb. Bring your back knee down and tuck your toes. Press into the left heel and rise up. So you're in a low lunge. Reach your hands up to the sky for a breath and really lean back. Enjoy. That might feel really good for the hip flexor. And then release your hands, interlace them behind the back, press them straight down and really lean back. Open your heart and keep sinking your hips down. Your feet are active. Your left foot is pressing into the earth. Solid, strong foundation. Beautiful. Release your hands, reach them up, and then bring them to the earth. Straighten out your front leg. The toes will lift up, flexing towards your shin. Stand up on the back knee. Reach your hands to the sky. Get nice and long. really long spine, and then as you exhale, just reach your hands back and lean forward with your chest. Trying to get the center of your chest over the center of your leg. Enjoying this beautiful stretch for your hamstring and your calf. Maybe even the sole of your foot if you really flex those toes. You could bring your hands down if you have the opening. You could bring them down onto the earth if you're getting pretty close to your leg with your chest. Otherwise, balancing and just breathing length into your body. So inhale, getting along with your spine. Exhale, getting a little bit deeper into the pose and creating more space in your muscles. Exhaling out of an open mouth at any time. Keep lengthening your chest towards your toes. 2 more breaths here. Really enjoy this really good stretch. Your legs worked so hard, so enjoy. So beautiful. Rebend into your knee, walk the hands forward, and then we'll come into pigeon on this side. So walk your foot across the mat, bring the shin down. Your hips can be up in the air. If they're really up in the air, then use a pillow or something under that left hip. For more depth, if you have the opening, slide the right knee back. And keep your left toes a little bit active, helping to protect your knee joint. Lengthen your spine and then fold it forward. If you can, prop your forehead up on stacked fists or a block to really relax your neck muscles. And really use your breath. Use your exhales. Create that space. Create that length in your beautiful, strong muscles. And signal to your nervous system that it is all good. Come back to your intention right now. What was that? Maybe a word or a feeling or kind of a type of energy that you want to cultivate in your practice? How can you do that right now? Just focusing on it may be enough, and breathing it in with intention. If you didn't set an intention, then I'll offer the thought of just self-love and self-acceptance right here and now. Using those exhales to release and breathing in love and acceptance into your body. One more really deep breath, surrender into the pose. And then come all the way up onto your hands. Take your time, tuck the back toe, lift your hips up. And then, again, your choice. You can come straight to down dog, maybe 3-legged dog, move through a vinyasa. And then come through into seated. Yes. So come actually all the way onto your back, maybe grabbing a sweater or something along the way. Just have a blanket nearby. We're going to just do one more stretch on our backs. So come all the way down. Bring your knees into your chest. We're going to do happy baby. So your knees will come wide towards your armpits, feet facing up towards the sky. And then reach up, see if you can grab the outer edges of your feet with your hands. Press your low back into the mat, and then you can use your arm strength to pull your feet down. Keep those toes activated. And then any movement that you want here, rocking side to side, extending one leg straight, extending both legs straight, or just staying in stillness and really pressing your feet down and getting that really deep opening for the inner hips. Just breathe. Take a couple breaths. So good. Take one more breath. Then you can release your feet. Just bring both of your knees into your chest and gently give them a little squeeze. Maybe gently rock side to side. And then curl up into a tiny little ball. Give yourself a great big hug. And then come into Shavasana. So laying down on your back, and don't skip Shavasana. I mentioned this on Tuesday, that every time someone skips Shavasana, a unicorn dies. So don't be that person. Please, for your own good, and that of the unicorns, of course. So make sure you're really comfortable. Use any props if you would like to use them. Throw a blanket over yourself. Whatever is going to make you comfortable and just most able to completely relax. So we'll just take a final breath all together to release the breath. So exhale everything out of your lungs, all the air out. And then inhale slowly and deeply through your nose. Keep breathing in. At the top of your inhalation, pause, and then sip in a tiny bit more air. And then open your mouth, maybe sigh it out, slowly exhale all that air out. Letting all of the air go, letting everything go. And now just allowing your breath to be totally natural, in and out. No more effort. And really allow all of your muscles to relax. And now all you need to do here is surrender. Surrender to gravity. Surrender to what is, and allow yourself, the more you surrender, allow yourself to be fully supported by the earth beneath you and by all of life. So now let it all go and just give yourself this beautiful gift of just being here now. Allow yourself to relax even more. Feeling more of the back body just sinking down into the earth, into the mat. Relax your jaw, creating a little bit of space between your teeth. Your tongue is relaxed. All the muscles in your face relaxed. Everything is at ease. If you'd like to stay in Shavasana longer, then please stay where you are. Otherwise, start by deepening your breath. Notice how just by changing your breath, there's this influx of energy and fresh oxygen into the cells of your body and prana. So keep deepening your breath as you start to bring some movement to your fingers and toes. Waking everything back up, positive energy in the body. And then you can take a big breath in and reach your hands overhead, stretching your fingertips away from your toes. And then bend your knees and roll onto one side, whichever side feels most natural to you. Pause for at least a full breath here, and if there's anything else that you might be holding on to, whether that's physical or emotional or whatever else, just see if you can consciously let it go, leave it behind, and press into your hands and come up to a comfortable seat and feel yourself coming up lighter and brighter than before, leaving that behind. So find a comfortable seat, just taking one more moment here to close. With the eyes closed, bring all that awareness inside, maybe to your heart center, and check in with you. How's the body feeling? How's your mind, your thoughts? How's your heart? And to finish class today, I invite you to think of something that you are grateful for. I think it's so important to focus on gratitude every single day. Now more than ever, with everything that's going on, there is still so much to be grateful for. It can be something tiny or something huge, whatever you would like. But just think of that now and give it your full appreciation and love, and feel that joy and love and gratitude really lighting you up, lighting your heart up. Just take a moment to relish in that beautiful feeling of gratitude. And bring your palms together. Thank you all so much for being here and practicing with me today. The divine light in me bows to the divine light in all of you. Namaste.